Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. It's your boy Lolo, and I'm here in the basement down in Brooklyn. And sorry for the delay, but as we were about to go live, it just started pouring like crazy outside. My basement started flooding like a river was coming in from outside, and Director John had to step away for a minute because his basement is flooding like crazy as we speak. And
It's
there he
gonna be
is.
more than a minute, but I'm fucking cracking a beer open because
Yeah, me too.
there's nothing you can
I
do. I can
started
just let it all water come in. Cheers.
exactly. I ran around and got things off the floor, but there's already this much
Yeah.
here. And I mean,
There's nothing I can do.
at least it slowed down, but I was like, well, there's nothing I can do until it stops.
Yeah, it slowed down. Now it's only torrential.
Yeah, now it's only torrential. Well, cheers, John. Happy Friday. Well, this is the awesome kickoff of the Euros. And I gotta say, we got to enjoy a pretty amazing game, unless you're a Scotland fan, as we saw, because they were down to 10 men and down 3-0 in the first half. So that was a little bit rough. But you know, those Scotland fans, they are having a blast over at the Euros. And if you didn't see, here's just some random, good old fashioned Scotland fans out at the Euros.
Sehr, sehr traditionell, würde ich sagen. Ich spreche nicht nur von den Trikots, ich spreche vor allem natürlich auch von den Schottenröcken, vom Kilt, den man hier trägt, gehört dazu. Was dazu gehört, das ist mit Sicherheit auch das Bier, was ich allerdings auch relativ häufig sehe. Okay, das trage ich jetzt morgen beim Spiel nicht unbedingt. Was ich auch sehe, was ich sehr hübsch finde, deutsches Trikot oben und der Schottenrock unten. Also das zeigt so ein bisschen, meine Güte.
Okay. Wow. And what was that guy, the German guy wearing the German shirt, but then he was also wearing a kilt. So yeah, that's what you get. If you want to, it's like wearing a half scarf. Don't do that unless you're willing to show your willy, I guess, on national television. But yeah, Scotland's kilt was lifted up and they showed it to the world, and it wasn't much to behold because they lost 4-1. They got a consolation goal thanks to Rudiger's head. But hey, Germany kicked it off in good home court fashion with a very decisive victory. I mean, in all honesty, Germany should have had 6 and shouldn't have given up a goal. But yeah, so good for Germany, and we'll look ahead to tomorrow where we have Italy playing, we have Croatia and Spain playing, and it just goes here from here on out. And then for those of us over here in the States and on this part of the world, where at night we get to watch CONCACAF, which is the Euros of South America, let's say. So we've got football back all day, every day, for a while now. So I'm excited about that. And unfortunately, our co-host, my lovely co-host Mark, couldn't be here today, but I've got a special co-host who I've been itching to get on this show for a while. Me and this dude travel a lot of times together for other work, and we end up by ourselves talking football nonstop. Don't hate him because he's from East London, but do hate him because he's a West Ham fan. It's Ricky, everybody.
Hey, come on, you irons. How's it going, mate?
What's
You all
up,
right?
my man? I'm good. Glad to have you on the show. If you got a beer, crack it, man.
Oh, mate, yeah, I've got a beer open. Don't worry about that. But yeah, thanks for having me on, mate. Appreciate it. I love the setup you got here as well. This is good. But yeah, talk about that Scotland game, mate. I right from the get-go, one of our friends that I know you ran into on Saturday is out there, in Germany. Looks like they're having fun anyway out there. That's the main thing. But yeah, after, what was it, 10, 15 minutes? I mean, the game was almost over, really. They were just holding a high line as well. That just really confused me. They were sort of like sitting deep. They were standing off, not pressing, and then holding a high line at the same time. So Germany just picked them off.
They had that first half had a lot of Tottenham Hotspur to it, where it's like, wait, what are you? Who do you think you are right now? Like, you can't. Why are you keeping such a high line? And you're kind of trying to attack, but You're just leaving all this space wide open behind you. And it seemed like it took Germany even longer to break it up, to break through it, because I think they were even surprised. Like, Cruz going, "Are you sure you're okay with me passing this ball all
exactly.
the way
Cruz was
forward?"
just picking them apart, the through balls. And again, I think everyone was expecting at least to sit deep and just, at least for the first half, right? Just try and keep tight and, you know, just be solid defending. That's kind of what they're known for. But I think Steve Clark got it wrong today. And I think he's paying for it. You know, that could hurt them, especially with, you know, with the third in the group can still go through. So that goal difference is really going to hurt them. But I mean, Germany were brilliant, though. Let's not take it away from them. The lad Musiala, he was brilliant. Havertz as well. Yeah, well, your boy Havertz, mate, with the penalty as well.
Yeah, he learned that from Jorginho, that little stutter step, that little stutter. I'm sorry, Mr. Tom, you were so correct. It is, and football with Brownie as well. Copa America, sorry. CONCACAF is the organizational body or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys for correcting me. And that being said, let me not forget to say what's up to everybody in the comments. Spawny Mark got in on the comments. Good to see you. Big up to you, Mark. And Anders, a member for 37 months. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe we've been doing this for 37 months. But it must be longer than that. Jimmy Bremer's Ghost, very good to see you. Football with Brownie. John Luft Garside, good to see you. Mr. Tom as well. Football with Brownie. Good to see y'all. And they said Argentina versus Canada in an hour. Oh no, we have Messi versus Jesse. The big Lionel Messi versus Jesse Marsh. Oh, isn't that one going to be exciting? We'll check in on that as that one's going on in the background. Because just wouldn't it be just perfect for Jesse Marsh to beat Messi Marsh, to become Messi Marsh?
That was I loving these comments.
Watch this show, but this is how it goes.
Loving these comments. I love the comment of the little slide dig at Chelsea there. I can see, but yeah, as Lolo was saying, I'm a fan through and through. Had a season ticket from when I was 8 to about 16, but now on the stateside. But we go to a local pub in New York that I brought brought Lolo to, a little while back, and it was actually the one time West Ham had a good result, wasn't it, Lolo?
Yeah, it was it was bad. I didn't enjoy that match at all. Yeah.
Had to bring it up. Sorry, mate.
It probably cost us the league, you know.
That and the Villa game, right? Yeah, probably those two where you drop points. But I digress. Back to the Euros, right?
We got you back though, if I remember correctly. So
yes, and my boy Declan as well. He's still a West Ham in my eyes. Anyway, I'm looking forward to watching him in the Euros.
Well, good. All right, guys. Well, Ricky, it's good chatting with you. I'm just throwing you in the mix now because as I've told you about this show, this is very much like being at a bar where you're trying to hold a football conversation with somebody and other people just keep showing up and walking in, like Mr. Tom. He shows up. He lives in East London, actually. So you guys might know the same haunts, but he's a Leeds United fan if you didn't know.
How's it going? Nice to meet you, mate.
Hello, how you doing? Hello, everyone out there as well. Yeah, so that was an interesting match, wasn't it? For the 42 seconds, it was remotely competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Before they became Scotland Hotspur.
Germany won the ball for the first time, probably. So
I kind of felt sorry for Robertson a little bit. Like he was trying to get up the pitch, he was trying to drag the ball, take a couple of players on. But I feel like, I don't think even Che Adams even touched the ball, did he? The whole game.
He had a couple of long balls launched at him, but there was Rudiger's just hanging out back there. And Ta, is that his name? Tah?
Yeah.
Ta? He had a good game as well.
Yeah,
they were just all over him. There's nothing for them to do there. Yeah. And you feel so bad for him because even if he got the ball, he's all on his own with like 4 players around him. But it's bad when Rudiger has multiple shots on target that aren't from corners. He was just shooting from anywhere in the back, just trying to get involved.
Up, Lolo. That it was literally in that second half when they had them pinned in, you could literally see. I was like, hang on a minute, how many players have they got forward? Because you look, there was just a line of white shirts waiting, like, and they were just. It was like rugby at a point because it was like they were going for the sideways pass, and they were like, nope, we ain't got the gap yet because we're already 3-0 up, so it doesn't matter. And nope, all right, let's take our time a little bit more. It was, and they didn't even have Liam Cooper to bring on. Well, they had him to bring on, but I don't think they brought him on.
They just didn't.
Like, just.
Well, Jimmy thinks they would have won if he would have started.
Nah, it would have been 8-0.
I thought McGinn, like, again, like, just trying to shout out some, some bright sparks. I think McGinn, again, he was trying to do the same thing as Robertson, but on the other flank, kind of trying to carry the ball, just trying to relieve some pressure off the defense. But again, that high line, it was blatantly obvious from the start, wasn't it? And it just kind of ruined it. And then the sending off obviously just killed the game. At first I didn't think it was a penalty, but then obviously they played it back and it was 2-footed. You can't really argue that.
Yeah. It's like, you got the ball, and it's like, but his studs got his entire
when they
calf.
were questioning it, when they're standing around the ref, like debating it, I'm just sitting there thinking, lads, you're going to feel really silly in about 3 minutes when they show you that he'd stuck 2-footed, studded him
2-footed
on
above the ankle.
It was like you're going to sit there and go, why did I waste 30 seconds of my life questioning this?
Yeah, exactly.
I was wondering why the guy who got sent off was rolling around on the ground. Like, did he kick him with his studs that hard that he twisted his ankle? Like, or was he doing one of these while. He was doing one of these like roll around. He's like, just tell me when they blow the whistle, we can start play again.
Yeah.
If I look hurt, maybe it will take away from the fact that I tried to end his career.
And even though it's all on video replay as well, so it's just like there's no getting away with it.
Studding him got me a go ahead.
My bright spark of the game, and I hate discussing refereeing and things like this, but the semi-automated offside, I loved it. It was like basically Germany scored, and then they showed a replay of it, as you do with a goal. And immediately, commentator went, I'm just hearing semi-automated offside's going to rule this out. And then it came back from the replay, and they'd already changed the score, and they went, yes, no goal.
Yeah.
And done. Great. They were back playing,
It's been around for a while, this semi-automated technology, apparently. Did they do it in the World Cup?
Yep.
They do it in the World Cup. So I'm like, why haven't the Premier League just adopted?
And they do it in the Champions League as well.
There you go.
Do it in the Premier League.
Weird. It's odd, right? It's odd. But I mean, like you say, all that frustration you like where they're drawing the lines and it's so awkward that, so surely they've got to bring that in next season. But you've hit the nail on the head there, mate. It's that just sped up the game, didn't it?
My biggest pet hate, like everyone talks about it last year, that Tottenham, not bring them up, that Tottenham-Chelsea match where there was loads of goals, like it ended up 5-1 to Chelsea, I think. Tom was so enterprising. I was like, the ball was in play for 20 minutes because all they were doing was checking these VAR, like there was a goal and it'd be like, we've got to chalk that one off, but it'd take them 5 minutes to decide it.
It
was irritating. I had the misfortune of watching it at work and I was just like, if I was a paying customer of that match, I'd feel ripped off.
Yeah.
Especially if I was a Tottenham fan and they lost.
And especially if you're in the ground as well. It's even more frustrating when you're in the ground. You don't know what's going on. Everyone's just like, because at home, at least you kind of see what, all right, they're still deciding. But in the ground, everyone's just kind of looking at each other, So they've got to improve that as well. But
the TV kind of know when it's about to be decided. They sort of know. They let you know beforehand, right? So eventually they're about to, like we were saying, they're about to go, this is going to get given or not get given. But like you say, audience doesn't get told that in the ground.
Right.
So they're just standing around like watching this screen, waiting for it to go blah, blah, blah.
Exactly, Jimmy. That's why they don't want semi-automatic. Sorry, I'm American. It just comes out. Semi-automated VAR in the Premier League because they are just going, no, we need all these offside decisions so we can have ad breaks.
Yeah.
That's exact. Yeah. Otherwise, you're cutting out all the ad breaks.
I'll tell you something, in England that happened during the game. Obviously, the advertisements will be different in America. But the first advert at halftime, when it went, at halftime, blah, 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 Euro 2000 coverage, it was an advert for Viagra, which I found was quite funny because I was like, you're a Scotland fan, and you're like, we're getting fucked. But if I buy this blue pill, maybe someone else might be. I don't know. Genuinely,
At
true.
least the
Advert
missus will
for
get it
Viagra.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tom, we left the pub doors open and more people are crawling in. So I'm going to bring
That's a
in
silly
our
thing to do.
next guest. And Ricky, just so you know, first time on the show, this is where it starts to get like you're not going to get a chance to talk unless you just start yelling something crazy and stupid.
Okay,
and
good to know.
Because Lonnie's in here, everybody. What's up, Alonzo?
Hey, Lonnie.
How you guys doing?
Good, mate.
Thank you.
What are your initial thoughts on the kickoff of the Euros?
It was if you're a Germany fan, it went well. But if you're a Scotland supporter and you went horribly wrong rather. So I saw with my friends and some of them like from Glasgow, so they or Edinburgh rather, anyway, they're from Scotland, right? So, when your first goal scored, right, you had optimism, and then the second goal scored, oh crap, here we go again. By the third goal, you're like, oh, deflated, right? So it's like, the moment that you see a Scotland supporter, they're very proud, no matter what the scoreline is, right? So, all that considered, I left at halftime. Because it just got boring to me, and I had no ties to Scotland. Their tyranny.
Havertz had already scored.
Yeah.
You have that little Arsenal thing.
And Tierney, to his credit, he didn't do that bad. It's just that the players around him were horrible. So, at the end of the day, you root for your Arsenal players first, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, game over with. And Germany are just that good compared to Scotland. I'm just looking forward to Sunday. Ricky and Tama and Lolo. I suppose England, because I have family heritage there and all that. And so, as I mentioned before, jokingly, I have a distant cousin named Ben Spencer who's on the rugby team. So,
oh, nice.
I jokingly say that. But it is what it is, right? So I go for England. Because Scotland rights and Ramsdale, of course. So.
Yeah,
I'm just looking forward to how England do in the Euros, really, and looking forward to how they play on Sunday.
Well, good. Well, we'll get into England later. We'll talk England for a good long time, I'm sure. But Lonnie, let me ask you: were you as upset as I was to find yourself cheering for Kai fucking Havertz? I was so mad at Mikel Arteta. I love him to death, but I'm so mad that this bastard makes me care about Kai Havertz, who I've spent years hating on, and now I care about him playing for Germany, who I hate as well. Like, I was like, oh, come on, baby, don't miss it, baby, don't. Oh, and he did the stutter step. I was like, don't stay too long, they gotta blow the whistle. And he made it, and I was like, yes. I was like, I'm more Scottish than German. Like, Sean Connery is one of my bread and butters. Like, I was so mad. I was mad at that moment.
In a way, I think it all boils down to Arteta using them properly and using them where he could score goals. And I think Germany picked up on that, whereas Germany used him as left back at one time. So, in a way, a little, Arsenal fan in me was proud of Kai Havertz, but at the end of the day, like I said, I want Kieran Tierney to do it just as well. But unfortunately, there's superiority with Germany winning so many times in World Cup and even Euros, to where Scotland are just okay making it to the Euros. So there's a dynamic there, right? And I think in previous tournaments, Germany has disappointed. Where this is our home. This is where they're going to hold the Euros, so they better do well. Is their mindset? So, I wish Kai Havertz well, because he is an Arsenal player, and I don't want him getting hurt.
He finished the season so strongly as well, Havertz, right? Because there's a lot of question marks at the start of the season. They paid decent amount of money for him to come to Arsenal, but the way he's finished the season, I think there's no question marks over him anymore, and he's kind of coming into his own. I mean, like you say, it was a brilliant performance today for Germany.
Can I dig out Tierney?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because, right, okay. Because Alonso did say, I don't want to dig out an Arsenal player, so don't worry, I'll do it for you, mate. So I was really impressed at how in the 4th minute of the match, he and Robertson, I believe, celebrated the fact that they won a goal kick. And I was like, is that really where you're at? Like you've got 86 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Spoiler, you're not actually going to last a further 6 minutes of that, but you don't know that at the time. But with the kind of demeanour you got celebrating goal kicks, it's probably a clue as to why you went 1-0 down rather quickly. Just I was, not enamoured with it. It's like you play for elite. Like I get if Che Adams did it.
Yeah.
Club, but like John McGinn, all right, he's a good player, but like these two lads have played in the Champions League, and they're like, oh yeah, we stopped Havertz for 6 minutes or whatever.
So true.
That's funny, Tom.
It's like when they celebrated when it was a 1-1 the Euros, and it felt like they had won the Euros, right?
Yeah.
I think it's really important to say that everyone is going to sit here because they're the only team that's played and won.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to sit there and go, oh, yeah, they're going to be really good in this tournament. They look great. We did the same thing in the last tournament. Colombia looked really good because they beat Qatar, or in the opening game, or Italy looked really good I think they went on to win the tournament. So it's actually negating my point. But, and we sit here and it's like, okay, I'm not even going to say you beat Scotland, right? Because, about that, when people go, oh, do you want to win, Germany or Scotland? That's kind of like being asked to choose which man you want to take your wife. Because, fuck them. But,
well,
than that,
Tom, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I hear what Football with Brownie is saying as well. Says, to be honest, I don't think you can judge this German team in the performance because Scotland were so poor and we're down to 10 men after 40 minutes. Yes, Germany should have won this game no matter what, but the fact that Scotland were poor and they were down to 10 men, it could have easily been a 2-0 nothing. But I feel like I feel like they were very, very good, and they got better as the game went on. Yes, against a poor opponent, but they were clicking in ways that we haven't seen Germany click in many competitions. Look, they haven't won a trophy in like 10 years or something like that. So, which is nothing for most countries, but for Germany, that's a lot. Yeah. And they had kind of lost their identity, and now we're starting to see, oh shit, that midfield link up play with it can be something fantastic, and anyone on the pitch can score. So it's something where, yes, we can't be saying, oh, they're going to win the whole thing, but they looked very well put together, and they did it. And you don't pick your opponents. You have to beat them, and they won.
I'm not saying they're not going to win it. I'm just saying people need to be mindful. The last time the international tournament was held in Germany, 2006, they won their opening game. I think it was 5-2 against Costa Rica. And everyone was sitting there going, oh, Germany are this, Germany are that. Yeah, well, they went out. They didn't win it. Yeah,
it's true. It happens like that. Like you said about Italy, they didn't start that strong. The last Euros, and they end up winning it. So yeah, it's a fair point.
And then didn't make it to the World Cup. Speaking of Italy, we got an Italian banging the door down all the way from England somehow. I think he's American. I don't know how any of this works, but he'll explain it all once I let him in here. He's a magpie at that. So get him in here, Mr. Tony. What's up, my man? Thank you for sitting backstage for so long. I was just trying to give people a couple minutes before I take over, and don't let
really debating ordering a kebab, so I held out.
You can still do it. Just make sure the delivery driver subscribes to the show. Everyone helps.
Allegiances with Tony for the summer.
What's that?
Who are your allegiances with for the summer, sir?
I mean, I'll be at Italy, Spain next week, so
Woo!
I thought
Nice.
the shirt might be a clue. But
and I'll be at Italy, Croatia on the Monday the following week. So
Nice.
my wife said I didn't need to go to all 3 matches, so I sold my tickets for the Albania matches today.
Oh, man, Chris is going to be so mad when Chris pops on, usually around halftime, because he's Albanian. He probably would have bought them from you.
Yeah, they were
and
30
flown
euros.
out there. 30 euros. What?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
my wife
crazy.
was like, "You don't need to go to all 3," and I was like, "Okay." So I'll be watching here.
All right, well, that's the one you're going to lose.
All right. So
I would
no, I'm
say,
pretty excited.
honey, look, it's only once every 4 years, and Italy likes to take every other one off, so it could be 8 years before the next Euros for us, even if we win it.
Yeah, but the good thing
that
is
will
the
never
next one
get
will be
old.
here, so
That will never
that'll
get
be
old.
nice.
Oh, for anyone who wants to know, Copa America actually is next week.
Oh, it starts next week.
I was gearing up for Jesse Marsh to take a pounding, but turns out he's not. So it's in 5 days' time.
He's not playing until next week. Okay. What's up, BxGunner? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Killakai season is still in effect, and I see that next comment, Musiala. Man, I've wanted him at Arsenal for so long. I've wanted Musiala. I've always said if I could have one Bayern Munich player, even when Lewandowski was there, I was like, no, Musiala, this kid is
Looks really good, don't he?
Yeah, I thought he was better than Jude Bellingham, and then Jude Bellingham just kind of took off, but very similar style player. Very calm goal as well.
Yeah, great finish. Great finish.
It was pretty my wife was like, "Oh my God, they're just killing them." I'm like, "Yeah, I feel bad for all those Scots."
Yeah,
150,000 people are there.
Very disappointed in the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
The deflection one, I felt for him because that one he couldn't have done much. But then the one where he touched it, I was like, "How do you not get?"
Yeah, he should have done better there, shouldn't he?
Oh, not footballing reasons. I just feel sorry for him because he's Scottish.
This was a good one. At 8 p.m., they're all Braveheart, and at 8:10.
Well, like what I don't understand, like listening to Steve Clark and all them on TalkSport, like leading up to today, they're like, "Oh, we're just gonna have a go. Like we're not gonna." I'm like, and then they just sat back. They all that just went out the window right away. I was like, okay, so you're not even going to try to attack them right now.
Yeah, it's a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? Because you were expecting some sort of fight from the Scots, definitely.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, they had a decent squad.
Yeah,
I agree. They went forward at one point in the first half, and it was mainly because they got a throw and they did a long throw, and nothing came of it. But other than that, it feels like you turned up thinking you were going to get a 0-0 win. And it'll be the biggest result in your history. Probably won't be in all seriousness, but it makes sense for the joke. And they're just like, okay, we've gone 1-0 down in 10 minutes. What's plan B? And Steve Clark's gone, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're trained like for 2 years for this, so it definitely sets the draw.
It was odd, wasn't it?
Yeah,
even in their group,
lads.
Even in their qualifying, they beat Spain. Like they were decent in qualifying, so I expected them to be much better today.
Yeah, and they ain't got an easy group either. It's a pretty tough group as well. You know, to get out of. So
yeah, and there's a lot to be said about nerves. I mean, none of these guys have ever been to a World Cup or a World or a Euros. And then they're sitting there talking about the German side of like. Talking about how long it's been since Germany's won anything. And then they listed off the World Cup winners that are on the squad. And you're like, oh, well, yeah, they've been here before. They've done this.
League winners.
And then the Scottish team has to play day one, opening ceremony. Yes, there's a lot to get up for.
They were in the Euros 3 years ago, Lolo. So
yeah, not really. Not really.
Well, they were for about 10 days, to be fair, and they're probably going to be in it for about 10 days this time. So,
Yeah.
you know, but
Well, I forgot, and I'm very good with facts. And I don't know if John is still here, but it,
can I tell you what my
it's
favourite
okay.
tweet of the day
Tom,
was?
I'm gonna have to
Oh.
yellow card you. That was two times you've corrected me already today. Be careful. Be careful. You're
All right.
close. We're only 30 minutes into the show, Tom, and you're on a
Real
yellow.
close.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, that's what she said. Anyway, what? Sorry. Nah. In all seriousness,
She
my
said
favourite
we're only
tweet of the
30
day-
minutes in, and the sheets are yellow.
30 minutes, more like 30 seconds. No, sorry. That's too much information. Sorry. No, that means, in all seriousness, I'm going to say it's because Brownie, my good friend Brownie's there. And my favourite tweet of the day was, I read someone wrote, the Euros won't feel the same without Wales. And then someone immediately responded to it with, they could have qualified for it 3 times since 1960. I think the tournament will go fine without them.
Yep.
I think we're more used to them not being in it than being in it.
Yeah. With obviously with Wrexham being big, a lot of people wanted like Paul Mullen, their striker, to get called up for Wales. And I'm like, they need a lot more help than just that one guy. All right, they have a lot of other issues.
Yeah, you can't just because you have a TV show doesn't mean you should be on
the Welsh national.
It means you're still in League 47 or wherever they are.
I think it says a lot about the mentality of that club. Not club, obviously, the nation, but they might as well treat it like a club because, like, their best player for the last 10, 15 years, I don't know, I can't remember how long his career is. He played for Tottenham, so I try not to follow him. But their best player was like, you know, he probably won the Champions League 5 times, and now they're pinning their hopes on. We'll definitely qualify for the next one if we have that National League striker from Disney Plus.
Right.
I think it's Hulu in America, but here it's on Disney Plus. But Brownie's just going to have me killed by tomorrow anyway, so I might as well just go for it.
Well, and then for Scotland, who does Gunn play for? Does he play for Norwich?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no
idea.
idea.
Because I think his dad used to play for Norwich as well.
Oh yeah, so, they said that in the thing.
And then because then they have Andy Robertson, Liverpool Champions League player, and then obviously John McGinn's done well with Villa this year. I just can't believe they shit the bed as much as they did today. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I think we've nailed it. What was going on? They came in with some weird fucking Hotspur game plan that did not work at all, and then took until halftime to actually make the adjustment of like, oh, let's sit back. And then they sat back, and they eventually got punished again and again, or one more time. But I mean, the second half was a draw, right? It was 1-1 second half. Because they sat back, and then maybe you can use Tierney and Robertson to fly up the wings on a counterattack.
Yeah, it was almost the other way. It should have been the other way around. Yeah, like you say, you sit back at first, so just keep it. Even if you're 1-0 down, then you go for it. Hopefully their players tire a little bit, and like you say, you might have the legs to do it. But
all right.
Sorry, go on, Lolo.
Like most people say after a long night in Glasgow, let's get off this Scottish crap and move on to some other shittier football teams like England. Fellas, we got 2 England fans here. Is it coming home? Or
I won't call me an England fan. I'm an English man, not an English fan.
Okay, who's your team this year?
Well, Leeds.
There you go. Very, very well. I love this. Harry Kane. They actually caught a quote of him getting off the plane. In his best German, he said, "Keep the engines running. We won't be long." I'm sure it wasn't that eloquent when he said it. But we get to make fun of them just a little bit. We've got some photo shoot sessions from Cole Palmer. I like this one from Mr. Tom. When you're 45 seconds into the Macarena, Cole, do you mind doing the Macarena? And then, do you think they just asked him to pose like that, or did he like? Don't put this at a bus stop, right?
No, you know, they started calling him Cold Palmer.
So what is this?
COLD Palmer, Cold Palmer.
Yeah,
I just
and
want to
this
cut
is
his hair.
this
He's
is the
hot
double
Palmer and
blowjob.
Cold Palmer, depending on the pose.
Oof. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know about the double fisting a blowjob for your country. I don't know if it's worth it. If that was on a bus stop, he's like, one day I will look like Phil Foden. Like his goal is to look like a rent boy, but he's not there yet. He's working on it. He'll get there eventually. Cole Palmer, you play for Chelsea? Fuck off. Sorry, guys. Anything else you have to say about England? The stage is yours. I'm not an England fan, so I'm here to talk shit about England. Ricky, are you going for England? You're wearing an England kit.
Oh, mate, I'm looking forwad to it. You know, it's a special time of year. The Euros World Cup. It's everyone gets together, and especially
like special time of year.
The
off years that are just depressing when you're the only one.
Yeah, the summers are boring otherwise. But no, I'm looking forward to it, mate. I booked off all the days off work just to get down the pub and get in the boozer and watch the game. But I'm looking forward to it. I actually like Gareth's squad selection actually, because he hasn't gone to what he usually does. He just sticks to his favourites, whereas now he's going to take a bit more of a risk. So I'm hoping he does that on the pitch as well, because I feel like we've always come up short against the big teams. Not really reacting to the game. The France game, I feel like we could have killed them off, but we didn't quite make any changes. Yeah, exactly. Should have beaten them. Same with like Croatia in the back in the the World Cup semi-final as well. So I feel like this time is probably his last hurrah, Southgate. So I'm hoping he'll go for it. But I like Eze. I think the Eze choice was a bold move to bring him in, and obviously my lad Jared Bowen. I'm glad to see him on the plane as well.
Yeah, well, you're talking about risks. What risks did Southgate actually make? I know the big decisions were not bringing Slabhead and Grealish.
Yeah, well, Grealish,
that's Slabhead.
I wouldn't have called that. I would have thought he would have stick, because again, he's known to have his favourite.
But they're injured. They were both injured, weren't they?
Yeah. But even Sterling, he usually, he picks him. Every time he started. It starts a lot in the previous tournaments. But I don't know. And he's gone on form this time. And even Kobe Manu, he looks really solid. I think he's in for a shout to start, to be honest, as well. Alongside Declan maybe. But overall, yeah, looking forward to it, mate.
I was shocked he never picked Calvin Phillips. I was genuinely shocked, right? And I know you see that as a laughable statement, but he should have stopped picking him long before he stopped picking him.
Exactly.
But I mean, West Ham Player of the Year. Why is he not on? Why isn't he not? I mean, he was Man City Player of the Year last year, won the quadruple.
Yeah.
And then he's West Ham's Player of the Season, only playing like 3 games.
Oh, it was terrible, wasn't it? It was absolutely terrible. No, but
this year, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he got a medal.
You hit the nail on the head, though. That's what he does, Southgate. Usually, he just picks his favorite. He sticks to his favorite. Even Henderson, I thought he was going to pick Henderson, and I'm like, for the life of God, don't pick. Don't pick. He's past it. He's not Steven Gerrard. And I just, even Mason Mount, he used to, and he's been terrible, to be honest.
He's barely played at Man United this year.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think, again, I'm quietly optimistic. I think, it's well known, well documented. Our defense probably is our weakest point. So it depends with, our defense is going to have to add the, tournament of their lives, I think, just to make sure we're solid. So hopefully we just go for it and play to our strengths.
So who do you guys have in defense then?
They should have picked Tomori, and they didn't pick Tomori.
Yeah, I was surprised about that. I was surprised about Tomori not getting in. But we've got Gahey, Stones. I mean, Stones, apparently he's been ill the last couple of days. So I don't even know if he'll start this Sunday. Luke Shaw's just coming back from injury, I believe. Kyle Walker, obviously tried and trusted, but he's 34 now. I know he's still got the pace. But he's 34. Probably... Yeah. Konza, I know he's taken. Lewis Dunk, I'm not convinced with. I don't think he's done. I know he hasn't played in an England shirt that much, but I'm not too convinced about him. I would have taken Braithwaite from Everton. I think above him. But yeah, not your solid back four. They haven't really played together a lot, so that's usually crucial.
Well, I'm glad you have a very informed opinion on the England team, because I was going to say, when I think of international windows, I only think about Calvin Phillips, so I don't have much to say, really. But in all seriousness, the reason I bring him up as a surprise that he wasn't picked is because the reason he does get picked, in my opinion, is because he's just a nice little boy that does what he's told.
Yeah, he just does what's
Gareth Southgate doesn't like Mavericks in his team, which is obviously why Grealish only gets in the team when basically the nation put their foot down on his throat.
Yeah, that's so true.
When it gets desperate, it's like, then we'll throw Grealish in. It's like, but you don't really want to, and he knows you don't really want to, but because Calvin passes the ball sideways like you tell him to, he gets picked.
Like Henderson. Like a Henderson, just to do all the right things, just like put sideways football, you hit them now and then. What do you think about Trent Alexander? Would you start him
in the midfield?
Yeah, like as almost like alongside Declan maybe, and then just kind of join the attack when needed.
I could see you guys playing him there, just because who else are you gonna put next to Declan Rice? Because you have to play Bellingham further up.
If you're really serious about Southgate going for it, play Trent in goal. Can't do any worse than Scotland tonight. So.
I think that might be wasting him there.
Maybe. You're probably right, Lolo. Silly me.
Looking forward to seeing the team sheet on Sunday. It will be interesting, definitely.
I hope Gordon starts, but I don't know if he will.
So Ricky, Tony's a Newcastle fan, by the way, and if you haven't surmised, Mr. Tom he's a Leeds
Swindon Town, the musical.
He's Swindon Town, the musical.
Grimsby Town.
All right. Well, I have Tony. We'll get to your team, but give me your thoughts on this England squad. Do you fear them? Will they be in the championship? Will they be bringing it home?
Is it coming home? I think they're favorites with France. I have them or France winning. I have France winning right now and against England. I think the way the bracket I picked, but I think after being in the World Cup semifinal in 2018, losing the final, and like they're just all tried and tested. I mean, 19-year-old Bellingham just basically helped Real Madrid win the Champions League. Like, they're pretty stacked. So I don't know what it will be that will be their downfall, because they've all been there. So they all have leaders. They have Walker. They have Trips. They have Harry Kane up front. Pickford's a nutcase in goal. Oh yeah, Declan Rice. Yeah, sure. I mean, they've all won stuff with their clubs, and they've all played for the last 2 tournaments, so the last 6 years together.
Declan Rice won something with another club. He's won something with
Declan Rice
European Cup.
Yeah. So
I think like a European saucer, not a cup.
I can see them getting to the last 4. I don't really know who could beat them besides France, because France is the favorite, I'd say. So,
all right. Well, Mr. Tom, Tony just mentioned an England-France final. Can you do me a favor and tell me what year this England team faced this France team?
You know what? That looks like a
2004
lineup. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, good.
That was the one where Rooney was like the best player on the pitch, and he ran rings around Thuram. I remember that game.
Until the last minute, when England weren't winning, and then were mysteriously losing.
Yeah. Look at that team. I mean, both of those lineups. That is
Jesus, man.
When you see that on paper, and that's Ledley King at the back with Campbell, is it? It must be. Yeah. What a player he was.
But I mean, look at that. Pires, Vieira, Zidane, Henry, Trezeguet, Silvestri, Thuram, Gallas. Jesus, that France team.
I feel like that was that game was probably the best Rooney ever was in an England shirt. I remember that. Yeah, he just absolutely tore him apart. I think he was only 18 at the time.
That was right when he moved from Everton to Man United.
Yeah.
Okay.
He leaves Everton that summer. Yeah,
after the
tournament, I believe.
He was absolutely unplayable. Yeah, he was just brilliant. And I know he got injured, and he wasn't. I don't think he ever did as well as he did when he was. He was just fearless when he was that young. Yeah.
Okay. Last little bit on England, and we'll talk a little bit about England throughout the show, I'm sure. But guys, to all the British people out there, English people, sorry, leave just English people. I think
them losers from up north.
I do think you all will not be winning it, and I think I know why. And I have evidence of it, but I need you guys to tell me the big question of what the fuck is this?
We're gonna fight them off. All the other nations can't hold us back. We're gonna rip it up. From the center forward to the boys at the back. And when we're walking on the pitch tonight, the lions bare their teeth. So let the football do the talking now. We're gonna tear our teams. We came to say, sing the fucking name.
All right, that is enough.
Did I tell you about my Serbian heritage?
Me and Mark. Lolo,
is that like an opening to porn
something better?
I think me and Mark need to just remake that video shot for shot with him and I with better words. What? And then they're drinking Fosters. Is that what they were actually drinking? Isn't that Australian?
Yeah, it's a Fosters.
No, they drink Fosters here. They drink Fosters.
And they sounded like they were Eastern European, not.
Yeah, it's like a soft core porn for.
I nearly died from cringe.
What is that? That is why you're gonna lose. That's why you're gonna lose right there.
No.
Because somebody who's not in touch with the real streets is gonna go right before the final. They're like, "Oh, we found this video from England. We will play it. It will make them all happy before the final." And then they play it, and everyone's just gonna die of cringe before the match. And that's why
the poor little boy from Twitter that was stuck in the middle of them briefly.
What poor little boy from Twitter?
There's a little boy in the video. Like I think his name's Georgie, because I see the tweet where he was explaining why he was in it. Because he's getting roasted on Twitter, obviously, for hanging around with those ladies of the night. And I think that's the nicest way to call them.
I'm sure they're out at night. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're porn stars or OnlyFans.
Yeah. So, because he was like. At the start.
We can mute this.
There you go.
Was it that guy?
Yeah.
I don't know who
got
that
a big
is.
Twitter following.
Oh.
Stokey
He looks like
George
a big
or
twit.
something.
I mean, he looks like Cole Palmer's brother.
Yeah.
with a better haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? And yeah. How did
Who are they?
Sorry.
Who are they even?
I have no idea. Those two pair of slags. I fucking hate these two constantly in my Twitter timeline.
I don't know.
All right, so it wasn't
I don't know
just
the
you.
one. I don't know the brunette, but I know she's an Arsenal fan. But I don't know her name. But the other one.
Don't put this on me, Tom. Don't put this on me. How dare you?
Did you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
How dare you put that on me?
But yeah, he was like, "Oh, I was told other Twitter, football influencers were going to be there," and then he turned up, and there was no.
No, Blend.
Oh, they're on
no,
OnlyFans.
That is
That's
not
it.
true. That is
makes
not
sense.
Oh.
true. Fucking hell, that is crazy.
Did you guys see? This is off topic. Did you guys see like one of the Chelsea Zola, Gianfranco Zola was with like the Chelsea OnlyFans person. He was like promoting her page. I was like, what the
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, we sidetracked, but that
It's amazing
that
what
happened. I
people
saw.
do for money.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
free money. Just read this script and press record.
Ugh.
Anyways.
Well, all right. So Tony, now let's get off these English slags and talk about Italy. Tell me about your team. What are you excited about? What are you hyped about? Why is Italy going to go all the way this year?
I'll be happy if they make it out of the group. Nervous about today, since it's now today. They've had a lot of injuries, so one of their young defenders played for Atalanta in the Europa League final, and then he played a meaningless game a couple weeks ago, and then he got hurt. I'm like nervous because they don't ever show up against like the weaker side, so I feel like they're gonna shit the bed against Albania today. It's gonna be just like a draw, or they'll somehow win 1-0 barely. And then they'll show up for Spain and Croatia, especially if they have to beat Spain. I feel like they'll actually try. So
yeah. Hold on, Tony. Hold on,
Go ahead.
Tony. 1 second. I love that we've talked about several other teams. We've even talked about England, which is probably where most of our fan base comes from. But as soon as you mention the Italian team, Director John has the most research. He has people they were even thinking of bringing up here. He's like, oh, I haven't had time. I've only had time to research fucking Italy.
You got a problem with that?
No, sir, I don't. If you got a problem with it, I got 6 inches of water down here in my basement with your name on it. Thank you for doing the work, John. It is really helpful. I just was going like, where was that for England? Oh, it's fucking Italy. It's fucking Italians. Anyway, you still got Buffon's not there clearly. But Donnarumma.
Yeah, so Donnarumma.
Don't try to make it up to us now, John. You've even got Guglielmo.
Yeah, so Donnarumma is obviously the returning keeper from 3 years ago, and then most of the back line is different. Only Di Lorenzo is still there from 3 years ago, so it's pretty new squad. So I'm just not sure if they're gonna score. So
what do you feel about Scamacca, Tony? How's he like? What's the reception for him in Italy? Is he?
Well, because originally he wasn't getting called up by Spalletti because he didn't play the way he wanted. Kind of like when he played for you guys at West Ham. He was a great striker, but he wasn't a David Moyes striker.
Yeah, wasn't just going to hold up the ball and just kind of bounce balls off him and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So, but he's dynamic and he can score. So, and he's had a great season with Atalanta.
Yeah, so, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so he could be a dark horse in this competition, I think. And he will probably start as well, right?
I would assume so, because Retegui, the other guy, is more of like a in the box, like classic forward, I would say. Then he can hold up the ball or whatnot. So
was Big Willie not picked? Willie Nanto?
No, he wasn't called up. I don't know if he got called up for the under-21s. He didn't even get called up to the camp, so. But I'm not sure.
He didn't get called up to the Premier League either. Wah, wah. What you fucking get, Tom. That's what you fucking get.
Like that, is it?
Bring it up, Arsenal. With those two slacks. It's just getting close to halftime. I need my 5 minutes to myself. That's all.
I was sad that Destiny Udogie got hurt with Tottenham because then that ruled him out for the Euros. But then their left back is Inter's left back. So most of their back line won the league in Italy. So they at least have some familiarity together.
Destiny Udogie is Italian?
Yeah.
I thought he's from like West Atlanta with the name.
No, man, it's called
Destiny
immigration. Where's Bukayo Saka from?
No, that's fine, but I feel like I know a girl named Destiny
Political
Doggy who works at
minefield.
the strip club. She comes out, get ready for Destiny Doggy. She's like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just no. Honestly, I didn't know where he was from, and Italy was not the place that I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah. His
I didn't.
parents immigrated there. I forget which African nation, but yeah, he was born there.
All right,
So,
all right.
yeah.
John got him a
So-
passport.
Yeah,
That
John helped him with his
Skamaka,
passport paperwork.
I've got a bone to pick with him.
Who?
What's your bone with
West
Skamaka?
Ham couldn't wait to get rid of him, and he couldn't wait to leave. Yet during that time, he still decided to score at Ellen Road. Have the fucking audacity of him. I think he probably scored 2 goals for West Ham.
Yeah,
I don't know the stats.
didn't
But
score many.
he made sure one of them was getting a point in the lead. Fucking. But I'm sure he's a nice man with a nice mother or whatever. You know all that. You know, sorry, scam. It's just a joke.
Yeah, so Lolo, I mean it's tough because today will be difficult. If they can win today, then all they have to do is at least draw or get the win against Spain, and then the Croatia match they can rest everybody. But if they draw today or lose, then the last 2 are like crucial.
It's definitely
So,
the toughest group, isn't it?
I would say so, and I forget there was another group of death. I forget which one though. No.
Yeah, it's a tough group until you realise that all 3 are just going to make it out of it.
This one is rough.
Yeah, that's
This
a good
one is
point.
rough.
The
Yeah.
whole third place thing, right?
This one is
Yeah.
rough though. Poland, Netherlands, France, Austria, because Austria is better than we like to just off the cuff think.
Yeah, because I forget how many third place teams
It's
are.
out of the 6 groups, out of group A to C, 2 third place will go through, and then
Okay.
out of the next 3 groups, 2 out of 3 go through. They say the best 4, but they usually do it as in 2 out of the 3, and then 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, so your chances are pretty high. Then you got to be pretty poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could see us getting like second or third, and it'd be a long shot to win the group. But
You
But then
only
I
need
guess
4
you-
teams to be worse than you out of 12.
Yeah.
Excuse
And
me.
then, but then I
What's with
guess
the
you're
dotted
running-
line, John. What do the dotted lines mean? Because I like that Croatia is the only one to advance out of this group for some reason. I don't know what the dotted lines
I
mean.
cut and pasted the picture. I didn't.
No,
even
I
see
know.
it.
I was just seeing maybe I thought I knew, and
It
then it
never
got
looked
to
back
this
at
one, and
it.
I was like, wait,
I like how everyone's like, oh, that's a group of death. It's like, yeah, it is for Albania.
for Albania. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it
but
reminds me of in The Simpsons when Bart Simpson goes, he does karate or something, and he thinks he's right hard or something. Then he walks out the house and immediately is confronted by the 3 school bullies, and the camera points up, and they're like 4 times the size of him, all of them. And I also imagined it as when Newcastle were in the Champions League and they got drawn against Dortmund, PSG, and
Milan.
yeah. And they were
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, we're in the Champions League. And then they were looking up all this European heritage. And they were like, oh, cool, we're in the Champions League until December.
Yeah. So, but a lot of players on Albania play in Italy, and then they posted a video of them training, speaking Italian to each other, so they won't have like any language edge or anything like that. So, I think today will be a really interesting match. So,
And do you? You said it's going to be hard for you to even get out of the group, or that's your goal. Who do you think takes the group?
I think Spain takes the group. I think they're just all around, just all those young players that they have, plus Rodri in the middle. I don't know.
But we still have no strikers situation sorted.
Don't they have Morata?
Morata la patata. For those who don't speak any Spanish, that means Morata the potato. Because he's a fucking potato. He's useless. Although potatoes have many uses,
Vodka.
he's a fucking potato. He's
I'll tell you something shocking about Morata. I read an article where it said he's looking for a new move. I was like, of course you are. You're Alvaro Morata. when don't you? I'm sure there was a window of time where there was like 5 seasons and he played for 4 clubs, and the one that he had played for 2 seasons was 2 different spells. Like he went to someone else and then he went back there. It was probably Chelsea or Atletico Madrid or something. But it was like,
I think it was Atletico Madrid, mate. Yeah.
And Juve. He's played for Juve too.
Like when he dies, his tombstone is definitely not going to say loyal.
When he dies, his tombstone will say, "Here lies Alvaro Morata for this year."
Until we move him to another.
Yeah, we're gonna move him somewhere else soon, but for now.
And then plus Croatia,
known...
just with the players they have, they're decent too.
I've never known a footballer to have had so many moves for so many because every transfer is like 70 million. There was a time where it'd go to Chelsea for 70 million, then they'd sell him to Atletico Madrid for 72 million or whatever. And I'm not factually right, but that's how it feels like. And it's like, and he's shit. He's like, the disparity between the money paid for him for what you get with him is completely not worth it. But Spain's still
he's like an old school number 9. He's not a modern number 9 at all. If he was playing like 20 years ago or 25 years ago, he'd be great up top.
Yeah, I feel like Spain needs to just give up on the whole striker thing. Just don't fucking have one. You need to play where you need to tell your front 7 players, all of you need at least 2 goals in this tournament. All of you, at least. I'm talking CDMs as well. Rodri needs 2 at least. But they even fuck up with Spain. Sorry, I was going to get to Spain in the second half of the show because that's the team I support. But they misuse Rodri and they use him as a center back. He's the most lethal CDM in the world, and they play him at center back. So you can have 8,000 passes in a game and 2 shots on target for 0 goals. That's a problem with Spain. We'll get to that and more at the second half of tonight's show, but we are old men doing this show, and we need a bio break, and so that's what we're going to do. So
I can't pee because it'll just back right up.
Just spin your chair around, man. Just fucking.
Go outside.
I'm going here. I don't need that long. I'm just going on the floor here.
Swimming in it, you might as well just take the risk.
But we will be back in 4 short minutes, and we will be doing Betting in the Dark with Mr. Tom. I'm assuming a special Euros version. And then we'll get to all of our predictions for the rest of this tournament. John, you got this? You're in. Okay. Take it away. We'll be back in 4 or 5.
On the Stoop. Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Soy de Nilsson. Desde Brasil, desde aquí del Estadio del Palmeiras, mando un saludo a todos y mucha salud a nosotros, ¿vale? Un besito, hasta luego.
Hola Lolo, soy Nilsson, ex-jugador de Brasil, de Lyon, de Barcelona. Estoy pasando por aquí para saludarte a ti y a toda la gente que te acompaña en el programa. Fuerte abrazo, Dios te bendiga.
Hola, soy Zé Roberto, pasando para saludar a Lolo y los seguidores de onthestoopwit. Saludos.
Muy simples, ¿vale?
Venga.
Mira, son 2 saltitos. 2 saltitos aquí, 2 saltitos aquí, 2 saltitos aquí, 2 saltitos aquí. Y ahí empieza la cintura, ¿vale? Las manos, los brazos. Es simple.
Es súper fácil.
Es sí,
ahora más rápido, ahora más rápido.
Es simple.
Venga tú.
Venga, ve, ahora tú. ¿Te quieres que le enseñe la samba? Lo estoy diciendo que es muy fácil.
Venga, chicos.
Muy fácil. ¿Qué? ¿2? No, Zé no sabe.
Sí que saben, que es muy fácil.
2. Ahí va.
¿Alguien más se anima?
¿Quién se anima? Tú. Ven.
Venga, chicos.
Pero no aprendí nada.
Ven, dale.
Tem que saltar um pouquinho, aí, salta um pouquinho, aí, papá, aí, ó. Tem que saltar melhor, no braço, mira. Bien, viva Brasil,
One internet show combines a picturesque Brooklyn neighborhood, the most popular sport around the world, some cameras, microphones, and attitude. News 12's Dan Serafin tells us about On the Stoop.
If you're a soccer fan in New York City, you probably look back fondly on getting together in a large group to watch a game. One Brooklyn fan,
what's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo.
Wanted to create that atmosphere for everyone.
We want to bring what it feels like to be in a bar, to be in a pub, to be out in a stoop in Brooklyn, and just talking football.
Working behind the scenes on television and movies meant Lolo had all the equipment.
I've always wanted to be in front of the camera, and I'm always entertaining people backstage. I got my buddy Mark, who's one of these guys at the bar who didn't even watch Premier League, but had Premier League talked at him.
Never watched a single match of football until the day before we shot. Just never had an opportunity to watch it, learn about it, and now it's a crash course.
And now he watches more football than most.
I was mispronouncing names so badly.
But that became our thing.
Exactly,
where it's
and
like,
now I don't do it so often.
In a little more than a year that the show's been in existence, the guys tell me they've seen a rise in viewers and followers on social media. They've also welcomed guests onto the show from all over the world.
Manchester, Madrid, Dublin. We're 50% facts and about 80% attitude, but we make it fun. Yeah. And we don't care if we're wrong. Just like being in the bar.
They'll talk soccer in the rain, in the snow.
Last summer we had a kiddie pool.
We sat here in the kiddie pool because it was so hot.
On the Stoop with Lolo has new shows whenever the Premier League is in action. I'm Dan Serafin, News 12.
Yo. And we're back. Ricky.
Hello.
How are you enjoying your first happy hour, Ricky? How's
mate,
your
I love it. I love the format. I loved all these clips as well. Mate, I didn't know you were on the news. That was absolutely blinding, mate. So good effort. No, I'm enjoying it, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. It's always nice to see that video back every now and then during the pee break. But yeah, BX. What do you think of my new kit, BX? You like it? It's my summer kit, so I don't have to rock the red all summer, but I can wear my Arsenal special Ian Wright jersey. But sorry, I'm not talking to you guys.
What year was that kit, mate?
It was this year. They came out with a special kit. Ian Wright helped design it. It's just a training top.
Oh, nice.
How can Ian Wright be so wrong?
It looked very like Mayan or Aztecian.
You should see the coat that Ian Wright wore in the third round of the FA Cup, and you'll see that he's wrong quite a lot. Actually, it's not true.
Do we have a clip of his video? His rap video that he did? What was it? All I can think of is Eddie Murphy right now with "My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time." You guys don't remember that one?
No.
I do, with Rick James.
Yeah. Do the right thing.
Look, bitch, I'm Rick James.
Yeah.
I don't
Hold on.
remember that, unfortunately.
Why did the five fingers say the face?
It's Ian Wright's music video. In case you hadn't seen it.
Oh no, I do remember this, but I'd spent.
And that's all I can show you before we get demonetized. For Ian Wright telling us that we can't use his video on our show in Brooklyn.
I did not know that
I spent
existed.
the last 31 years trying to purge it from my memory. So cheers, Lolo.
Well, maybe we should play it, and then he'll contact us. Hey guys, you can't be playing my video. I'm trying to bury that.
To get demonetized, that means you have to be monetized first. Which,
hey, we get about 12 cents a video, okay? So you'll get your cut whenever that gets to $1. But they take like 8 cents off of it. So that's them. Well, Ricky, you're in for a treat because I know you are a gambling man who has ditched me at a casino in London at 4 o'clock in the morning. So
True.
this is a very special segment that we call Betting in the Dark with Mr. Tom. And before we kick it off, I just want to remind everybody that we do not encourage you to place any of these bets. We ask Mr. Tom to get us the craziest odds where we could turn $1, £1 into 100 or more. So these are not good bets. So don't start slagging Mr. Tom about it. He knows. But that's what makes this fun. So let's get to it.
Betting in the dark with Mr. Tom.
Come on, Lo, place your bets.
All right, take it away, Tom.
Hello, welcome. Cyril's back. He's the duck in the yellow boots in the pit. Most of these are his idea, actually. What's that? Okay, fair enough. So John, Director John, if you wouldn't mind, this is basically a semi-serious one where it might happen, it might not, it probably won't. But again, I've gone for my favourite Spanish forward, the only Spanish forward because they don't play forwards anymore. Alvaro Morata to score first, and then whatever that word says to score after that. 1-1 draw. £1 down will get you 150 times that, or 149 times that. And or you could do the Desmond Tutu and go for that too. I don't know. That'd probably pay even more. But I'll recall their last encounter. I believe it might have been in the previous Euros, was a rather high scoring game. So this has all the makings of one that is rather boring. But 0-0s don't pay out that much.
Wow.
Don't pay anything.
Good odds.
I picked Spain to win this one. I have a bet going right now.
Yeah, I mean, Croatia's one of those stingy ass teams, man.
Yeah.
Scooby, it is not Saturday. I'm very confused by this.
We didn't do the show last week, so did we move it to Saturday?
Oh no, sir. Sorry. We took a week or two off due to scheduling mishaps. Okay. All right. What do we all think of this? Ricky, you like this bet?
I like the odds, mate. Yeah, and to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if it was a draw. I think, obviously Spain probably be the favourites. But yeah, Croatia are a tricky customer. They're normally good in tournaments as well. So I would take this bet, mate, for sure.
Spain don't start well in tournaments either. The World Cup they won, they lost the first match.
Yeah.
So it's actually no, there's no what's the word? There's no precedent that Spain start tournaments like house on fire.
Yeah.
They as Brownie said about it earlier, the teams that win tournaments tend to grow into them after a bad start.
Yeah, actually, Spain in the last World Cup, Spain was like scoring 6 goals a game for the first few games.
Yeah.
Did they go through, or was it the Germans that got knocked out by Japan?
I think they got knocked out in the quarterfinals, I think.
It was Morocco, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Morocco.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, something to be said about that.
Bless you, Lolo.
Bless you, John.
You had the soundless sneeze.
Yeah, I used my little cough button for the sneeze. I misused it. All right, let's go to the next one.
If you don't mind, sir. Thank you very much. Right, I know this looks silly, but I've gone England playing a inferior opponent. It should have all the makings of a nervous, but what turns out to be a comfortable England win. I'm not going with Harry Kane. There's no money in it. But I am going to go with the set piece taking defender to get on the score sheet. Because, he's a defender that takes free kicks. So, pays big money. And Cole Palmer, obviously, because he's the star of Lolo's meme show.
Kieran Trippier to score. Wow.
Kieran Trippier.
Because he's going to probably be our left back, isn't he? Because Shaw's not ready to come in, so he will start. I don't know about Palmer. I'd like to see him start. It's probably going to be him or Saka, probably. I imagine.
Saka.
I mean, Palmer's had the season of his life. I mean, I think that Man City probably kicking themselves for letting him go now. To be honest.
No, they had to sell. They already have 115 charges against them. They need to find
That's
some
true.
way to...
That's true. But yeah, he's had a great season. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one, especially the 2-0 as well. That's England all day
earlier,
long.
like slightly on tangent, when Gundogan was, I think he was on the floor because I think he took the foul that got the player sent off. If I'm right, I was there thinking, I wonder how many of the 115 charges he is responsible for specifically.
Is that why he left?
I don't know. I was just speculating. I was like, which players are responsible for which charge? Doing football genuinely is by footballers for the most part. So they're spending money on players, which is essentially what these charges are, right? Well, I know it's the sponsorship, but still, that then money then goes on paying players.
Yeah.
And but anyway,
Yeah, that's a good bet. That's a good bet, though, Tom.
I like it.
You guys are all just fine with Kieran Trippier scoring the second goal.
Yeah, I mean, probably will take our free kicks unless Trent is playing. I don't know. I mean, Trippier. Who would you rate better free kick taker? It probably is Trippier over Trent. Would you say?
Trippier is the only England player for the last 30 years to score in a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah. Against Croatia, right?
That was a beautiful free kick.
And if Kieran Trippier wasn't going to play, I would have picked Luke Shaw to score.
Yeah.
Because it'd pay even more money.
Yeah.
And he scored in the final.
In 3 minutes in, I've been watching BBC of the Euro channel. Yes, he did.
What's up, Lonnie? Welcome back. What do you think of this bet?
Right. So, do you think that there's a time that Saka scored a free kick?
I don't remember.
Okay. So, I would say maybe Phil Foden. Maybe if he had a chance, he could score. But as Tom said, I remember when Trippier scored against who did they beat in the semifinal in World Cup?
We lost to Croatia.
Yeah.
We went 1-0 up through Trippier.
Right.
That's right.
It was a good goal. So I wouldn't mind having Trippier score or take the free kick rather. I thought that was a pretty amazing free kick. So
the general consensus on this is that if I pick Harry Kane to score, a defender will score. And if I pick a defender to score, Harry Kane will score.
Yeah.
So,
Tony, has Trippier just come back from an injury? I feel like he only
missed
part of the season, right?
Yeah, he only played like the last match, basically. I think just to get his fitness for England.
For the Euros, yeah. So I hope, fingers crossed, knock on wood. But yeah, because we ain't got no other left backs. I mean, he's not really even a left back, is he? But at least he can play there. Because I imagine when Shaw comes back, he'll go back in the side. But I like that shout, especially again on the free kicks.
But,
yeah, I could see him scoring. I could see you guys going up like 4-0 too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also in that frame of mind where I think England are actually going to boss this one pretty well, and I think they want to put out a statement to calm a lot of nerves, especially after losing to Iceland.
Yeah.
They're going to want to come out.
That I don't get the overreaction here. That was like hilarious seeing people melt down on the radio. I'm like, it's a friendly. It's it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really, does it? It's like the players know what they're saving themselves for the tournament. You don't go in 100% just the week before the Euros.
It was so funny.
I think
I know
they'll be
people go, "Why are you
yeah.
laughing at England losing?" I'm like, because it's a match that doesn't mean anything, and we lost to someone we shouldn't lose to. Why wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah, exactly.
We lost to a supermarket chain in England.
I shop there. I know. I frequent Iceland.
You can't beat Iceland.
Oh,
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah, they sold a packet of 10 packets of Biscoff for £1. Can't beat it.
That's what I'm gonna eat a packet of risotto broccoli salmon from Iceland right after this.
Can't beat that value.
Yeah, that's a good bet though, Tom. I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, I like
Thank
that
you
one.
very much. Can we go to the third and final one, please, Director Johnny? Excuse me. Okay, right, we're going for the big money, right? And I know the thought's going to be, why have you picked an Austrian player to score first? I can tell you why. Because that man has the fastest goal ever in international football. He scored after 6 seconds against Slovakia, I believe.
Did he?
Oh yeah, it was against Dubravka.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was against Martin Dubravka. That was wild. I remember that. They're good. They're like good. They did really well in qualifying, like Lolo was saying. So.
Ralph Rangnick sorted them out. Don't get me wrong, I still think they're going to lose. But people are talking like France are going to breeze this. I don't necessarily think that's going to be true.
Yeah, I
Plus,
can see them
there's
go.
no
I could
money in it
see.
if they do.
No, I could see Austria going up and then France like crawling, like just being
Yeah.
France and coming back.
Yeah,
That's a
they're,
good
like
one.
you say, they're definitely underdogs. I like Arnautovic. I think he's a great player. You know, I wish West Ham kept him. To be honest, I think he can still do a job. I know he's 35 now, but
Yeah, he's
I reckon he can
playing in
still
Italy.
do the.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, good point. But yeah, I like this one. Who else they got in like the standout players? I'm trying to think of Premier League players who.
I don't think they really have any. I think most of them in the Bundesliga.
Alaba's not playing.
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's injured. Yeah.
Interesting.
Probably like mostly Bundesliga players, I would assume.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know too many Austrian players.
I was like, how do you score in 6 seconds? But he did. I immediately, when I found that out, I YouTubed it. I was like, I want to see this. I was like,
What was it? Was it just a gut, just like a long ball, and then he just what was it?
No, it was a good goal.
No, he ran the ball from the kickoff.
Oh,
And,
he just took on a couple of players and bang.
Yeah, like a long distance shot. I'm kind of hoping, and I know this ain't necessarily the case, but in my mind, I'm like, if Austria win the coin toss and elect to kick off, then we're in business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. It could definitely happen. That's for sure.
I guarantee they will find that man. That man will run with the ball from kickoff.
Is that game today? No, Hungary is the other game today.
Sunday. No, Monday.
Yeah.
I try to do a Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay. Hungary, Switzerland, Spain. Okay.
I believe Holland play that late game today. Later on today. Tomorrow, your time.
I certainly weren't going to pick Wyman. And yeah, because I'm prejudiced against West Brom in Europe. So, because fuck 'em.
Oh, they have Sabitzer. Wait, go back. They have Sabitzer.
It's a solid defensive unit.
They have a guy from West Brom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I never picked him.
I don't know.
Nothing about him. But in all seriousness, I think they're going to score first. Then they will try to do the thing that a lot of teams do, but then do it too early and make the mistake of, where it's we're going to score an early goal and then sit on our lead. And it's like, what, you going to sit on your lead for 85
You just invite the pressure.
Yeah.
No, they just got to keep scoring. That's
a David Moyes tactic, that is. You go 1-0 up and then you just sit back and let them have about 90 shots.
But when 87 of those 90 shots are killing Mbappe, it's probably
going to go in. Yeah, exactly. Just a sidebar. What do you think of Olivier Giroud? Like, I've never made my mind up about him. I know he did well in the last World Cup. But he's 37 now. Do you reckon he'll still do a job?
I'd say he's a classic 9.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
mean
think
in
what
football in terms?
Yeah, just in like,
Oh,
yeah, just.
No,
you know.
no, you said, what do you think of Olivier Giroud? I was like, well, I don't know whether to pass the ball to him or fuck him. Because he's
Well, good thing you're not on the pitch or in the
He's a big
stand.
lad. He's a big lad.
Very dangerous for him. Be very dangerous. Hang on, did I just say that, lad? No, no. In all seriousness, he's a solid footballer, reliable, probably still useful at his age.
Off the bench, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
I think one of the greatest assets of Olivier Giroud was his hold-up play at Arsenal. Even I'm sure now his hold-up play is pretty incredible. When he has a net for a header here 1 or 2 times. So yeah, he's sort of like. Well, I think also he's also there to help out the younger guys in the locker room at France. So he's a winner, I think, and he's come a long way since his days at where did he come from?
Montpellier, or I forget where in France.
Montpellier. So he's come a long way, and I think whenever he came on, he was a little bit older than everyone else as far as hitting their prime. So yeah, I mean, I always like Giroud. The only thing about it is that he's very inconsistent. During his time at Arsenal, where he was always we needed a goal, he went missing, and this is where I'm glad he had Alexis Sanchez. Because he saved them a lot of time, so I kind of miss him actually at Arsenal.
Yeah, he's a funny player. He definitely caused us problem, like the England game, in the World Cup. He definitely caused us a lot of problems. But again, I was just curious. Again, probably won't start. I mean, they've got so much squad depth as well, haven't they? France, I think, as individuals on paper, all over the pitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one thing I've never forgiven Giroud for, okay? And this is on behalf of you Arsenal fans, all right? I took this one on
Be
board
careful.
for you all.
Just a warning, you're on a yellow.
All right. No, I'm serious, right? And right, I know the rules, but still, I remember when you were 3-0 down at Crystal Palace, I think it was, and then you came back to 3-3. And he scored, I think it was a scorpion kick goal kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And I was furious. Like I say, I support Leeds, but I was furious at him. Because I was like, why are you celebrating arguably the greatest goal you'll ever score when you've got the momentum? Get the fucking ball on the halfway line. You'll win the match. But he didn't. He was more interested in, let me do a celebration where I show how good looking I am with my model list. And I was like, you fucker. How fucking dare you? On your behalf, Lolo. I didn't even know you then. I was angry on your behalf.
I feel you, Tom. I feel that. However, Giroud, it's a numbers game with Giroud. He's like, I only get so many goals that actually go in versus the amount that I'm fed on a platter. And so the compilation tapes, all the comp tapes of him missing are so long. So he needs to add time to the ones that when he actually scores. Had he grabbed the ball and taken off running, end of clip. But no, scorpion kick, fucking
that weird celebration. That was a cringy celebration though, when he did that.
He needed to add the time though.
But in all seriousness, right? Well, I forgot what I was going to say, but I can make something up on the fly. No, I was angry at him for that. But no, actually, I just remembered it. So what you're indirectly telling me when you said about all his misses, are you saying that he is the French Patrick Bamford?
Yeah. Well, Patrick Bamford would be the English Lord version of Giroud. Let's not get it twisted. Giroud is a multiple medal cup winning. He's won fucking everything. Nothing with Arsenal. He's won fucking everything.
Yeah, but how many times has he won?
World Cup winning. Did they win the World Cup? No, they won.
Yeah, they won the World Cup.
France yeah, they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he played. No, he
was.
I'll tell you the statistic he achieved. In that World Cup win, he had the most shots for any player who did not score.
And And what does his medal look like? The exact
sure
fucking
it's as
same
gold as
as
everyone else's.
Mbappe's. Okay,
I'm
so
absolutely sure it is. But still, what's his EFL Championship medal look like? It doesn't look like anything because he ain't fucking got one.
no, didn't he win one with Chelsea? Like he went over to
He
Chelsea.
won the Champions League.
Yeah.
He won the Champions League with Havertz and Chelsea.
What is Bamford up to these days, though, Tom? What is he? Is he still playing?
Just lording around town. I'm Lord Bamford.
He's got a podcast.
Not that I'm stalking him. It was all over social media, on Leeds social media, which might as well be the fucking jungle. But yeah, he got married. So.
Uh,
Did he get a call up? Did he get a call up for England?
He did.
Yeah. Because he had a sensational season, that first season in the Premier League, wasn't it? That he absolutely blinding, wasn't he?
And Ricky, if he would have made the sitters that he missed, he would have won the Golden Boot. Not even made the hard shots that he missed. If he would have made the sitters that he missed.
My actual highlight of that season, and people could say, "Oh, winning at Man City, beating Everton, all these games we won." For a team that finished ninth for Leeds, that was a lot of games, but they're all going to sell these things. But the real highlight on a comedy level was the look on Rafinha's face every time he laid it on a plate for Patrick Bamford and he fucked it up.
Just skied it.
Hilarious.
No,
Rafinha would just be like, "This motherfucker," because Rafinha's highlight reel is one of those where it's like he's doing all these flicks and tricks, like that one for his time at Leeds, and all these tricks, and he's putting the crosses in, he's pinging 60-yard passes like with his left foot, stuff like this, and then it always cuts off when the ball goes to Bamford and he's about to, because he doesn't score.
Oh yeah, yo, Tom, if you ever want some parody of that, just go look up Santi Cazorla highlights. And it's like, all of them are like, I miss this magician. Bring me this magician back to the carpet. And every pass, it hits Giroud on the feet. And then they go to a different, they don't show the shot. They go to a different one. And it's like, no, don't. What's up, Rob Colton? Good to see you guys. And Mo Master, good to see you in the comments as well. Yes, your boy,
he is not Zlatan. You lied.
Tony Cruz.
He's not like Zlatan.
Who's like Zlatan?
No, the Mo Master is saying that Giroud is like Zlatan. I'd have believed it more if he'd have said Patrick Bamford was like Zlatan. He's not.
No, you watch
humans.
If you watch Giroud highlights, Giroud has some bangers. Giroud has some really incredible goals. It's just it's like watching. It's like I had some female roommates in college, and when we would go out, we were all like so like everybody wanted to be around them. They were the life of the party. They're beautiful. They're everything like that, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it must be amazing living with them." No, it's shit living with people like that. No, they're terrible at home. You have to deal with them on a daily basis. You're just getting to watch them get drunk and blow you. Like, no. And Lonnie, tell them we had to live with Giroud. Giroud came home to us every day. We had to watch this shit constantly.
Yeah.
No.
It's funny because
you get Giroud with a little fucking ecstasy and a blowjob or something, and
do dorms in American colleges not supply doors and locks and things like that? Because
you're not allowed to have locks on the doors.
Oh, to watch them shit.
You forgot hairspray too.
Hairspray. Oh, the fucking hairspray, man. That's the only reason that Chesney got in trouble for smoking a cigarette in the shower. If you guys don't know, Wojciech Chesney, our old keeper, he was smoking a cigarette in the shower after we got demolished, and Wenger got all pissed off at him and like whatever. But they didn't tell you he got pissed off because Giroud was next to him fucking doing his hair. They almost blew the fucking Highbury down, the Emirates down, man. No, you can't be doing that. Smoke
It's a shame
outside.
that didn't happen, though, isn't it? Because then you can finally rebuild it bigger than Tottenham's.
Oh, Tom, you know what?
Is it bigger? Is Tottenham Hotspur Stadium bigger than the Emirates?
It is if you rub it.
That's 2 yellows, Tom. That's you got a double yellow
Right.
here, and
Have a
it's
good
going
night,
red.
everyone.
Sorry. That's it for Mr. Tom. He's got to go. Sorry, Mr. Tom.
The shout of Tony Yeboah is popping up in the chat. I can see that brings back memories.
Tony Yeboah's
What a
highlight
player!
reel is amazing. His
What a
highlight
player.
reel is the best highlight reel in football. It has 32 shots on it and 32 goals. It's amazing. The man never missed, apart from all the
He
time
never
he
missed.
did. But we just pretend that he never.
Brilliant player.
Did he only wait? Okay, so he didn't really only miss once, right?
I remember one Tony Yeboah miss in the League Cup, Carabao Cup semi-final, at the time sponsored by Coca-Cola, where basically he got put through on goal against Birmingham, who were in the Championship at the time. And he chipped the goalkeeper, but he chipped him in such a way that it looks like it's going in. And he starts doing the thing where, like, he peels away. Like, if you've seen the goal against Liverpool they scored, you'll know his celebration where he just peels away like he's fucking king shit of earth, because he is. And he thinks he scored, but what he doesn't realise is the flight of the ball means that it hit the bar and come back out. And then you see in the moment where he turns, he's like, wait, what? Like, because they're still playing. He's like, the fuck am I doing over here? My hands up, like I just scored.
Shit.
Like, well, yeah, but he was great.
What a player.
Yeah. Just like Scooby D2 said, obviously paraphrasing, I can't remember his name from Anchorman, but 60% of the time he scored every time.
It's Brian Fantana.
That's the one. Paul Rudd, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking of Sex Panther, which is probably arguably Tony Yeboah's nickname.
Sex Panther. Imagine if you met him and he was like, please refer to me as Sex Panther. It's like,
yes,
and
sir,
get me a
Mr.
beer, and
Panther.
then you're like, hey, Sex Panther, I got your Budweiser. My name's Destiny. Ooh, doggy.
Do I need to call you Mr. Panther? I mean, whatever you want, Big Tony. Like, I'll call you Big Tony if you want. I mean,
Mr. Sexy Panther.
That goal against Wimbledon alone, I'll call you anything. I'll fucking call you Sally if it makes you happy. Like, whatever. Just God.
Cool. Well, guys, we've kind of gone all over the place on this, and we have plenty of Euros ahead. I wanted to ask you guys, we got plenty of Euros to talk about in the future. Would anybody be interested in doing a little trivia night, old school Stoop style?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
nah.
Here we go. I think that's the wrong one. Nah, you don't want to do it? Okay.
No, do it. I want to know what the questions are.
No,
I'm kidding.
It was just John. Let me make sure I have the right one there. Boom. Okay. All right. Do you guys remember how to do this? It's been a long time. We haven't done trivia in a long time. All right, so I'm going to put you guys on teams. So we'll just keep it like that. Ricky and Tony, you guys will be on a team. And we'll have Tom and Lonnie, you guys on a team. And if somebody in the comments section gets it, or maybe I should put all 4 of you on a team and let all the Stoopers be on their own team.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so you guys will be the Stoopers, and they will be the Stoop crew. All right, so we have today's. Let me remember how I used to do this as well, because I'm like.
Did you explain how everybody has to answer?
No, I just like to yell at them when they do it wrong. So, I need to read the entire question. And yes, Rob Colton, the ding ding rule is still in place. I need to finish the entire question. And then the first person to ding ding, I will call their name as I hear it. And I pointed to the ear that doesn't have the earbud in it for some reason to show you how fair this game is played. All right, Ricky?
Go for it.
All right, so we have national team nicknames. Oh, and just to remind you guys, I didn't make this today. This is from Euros 2020 Happy Hour. 4 years ago. So we'll see.
God.
Seaman reply. This will be anagrams of players' names.
You really put a lot of effort into today's show, I see.
Oh my God. Yeah. The day got away with me.
Yes.
World Cup
Especially
94.
subject.
This is Mr. Tom's category. Do you know Europe?
Please tell me AFCON's in it.
And that's it. Look. Oh no, that's all we got. This was 2020, Tom. We had just started doing trivia, so these are probably terrible. So, Ricky, you're our latest guest. Why don't you go ahead and kick off the show?
So national team. So sorry, Lolo. I'm a little bit confused. So national team nicknames. I just have to go with what I think is the highest choice.
No. So these are the points totals: 100, 200, 300, 400. So essentially, technically, they should get harder the further down they go. But I haven't looked at these in forever. Jimmy, these are COVID questions.
So Ricky never saw Jeopardy?
No.
I have seen. Yeah, I've seen Jeopardy.
Just coming out.
100. Alex.
All right, so I'll go for national team nicknames 100.
All right, national team nicknames for 100. And remember, wait for me to finish the question. And clearly, if you're in the comment section, you don't have to wait. But this helps with a little bit of delay, so these guys on the screen don't get all the points. All right, national team nicknames for 100. Go. Wrong one. Sorry. And my computer froze.
Ding, ding, ding.
This is weird.
My computer froze. Ding, ding, ding. Harry Maguire?
That is a lot of buildup. I've got the wheel of death right now, guys.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Talk amongst yourselves.
Excuse me.
Here's the topic. Sean Connery's thoughts on that performance today.
Shocking.
Correct. Fuck. I don't know what to do here. I can't even I can't click anything right now, John. I'm surprised this is working at all.
Do you remember? Should I go back to that show from 2020?
I can't I can't even look it up right now. I've got the wheel of death. I'm surprised that you're all frozen, but I can hear you, so I'm assuming you can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
My end, you're frozen.
Okay, good. Well, maybe I'll just reboot.
Okay, do that.
All right. Go ahead and take it away, Mr. Tom.
What for the quiz? All right. So my time to shine is finally here. Oh wait, no, seriously. So Alonso.
Yeah.
Have you had any excellent lentil soup lately?
I had some pho a couple weeks ago. It's pretty good. It was like the steak kind, and I was just feeling kind of pho-ish, so I got some pho. Really good, really spicy, kind of, and enjoyed it.
What teams do you want to talk about? I'll cut and paste the rosters. Yeah.
Leeds United.
You mean Leeds Red Bull? Leeds Red Bull.
It's funny you say
soccer.
Let me
Soccer
enjoy
club.
this cool, delicious can of Red Bull.
No Pepsi Tom?
It is in no way affiliated by my team sponsorship. No, I've got Pepsi as well because of my own sponsorship.
I see Lolo in the background. Do you need to come in? No? Oh,
It's probably
still...
helpful if you bring him into his own show.
No, he said no. He's working on his computer.
Oh, okay.
I guess the gerbils died in the treadmill that powers his computer.
What, the actual computer or the one in his brain?
Both.
I'm gonna get so many cards for this.
Right, it's loading. I see it's loading.
Well, I'll get the blue card.
He's Googling the answers.
I don't get to play. What are you talking about? Okay. Let's see. Here we go. I think it's working. All right. We're back. Go ahead, John. Can you share that screen, or I'll add it? There you go. We both did. All right, guys, here we go. National team nicknames for 100. The Red Fury.
I
don't recognize hands.
I know it's Spain.
Sorry.
You have to say ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, Tony.
Spain.
It is Spain. All right. We got Jimmy thought it was Canada. Good go. Mo Master said Belgium. All right, Tony, your choice.
Okay, I will go with Do You Know Europe for 200, Alex.
All right. Which country has won the most Eurovision titles?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
Is it Ireland?
It is Ireland, and this is 4 years behind, so it was Ireland. We'll see. I don't know if it's any different. Rob says Italy. And Jimmy, don't be sorry for the Canada joke. Actually, you gained your team 100 points because I laughed out loud. All right, Mr. Tom.
Can we do national team nickname for 400, please?
The Red Devils.
Ding, 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 ding.
Tony.
What is Belgium, Alex?
It is a country, Tony.
But you have to subtract 100 for every extra ding he gave.
That was a bunch.
That was 5 extra dings.
5. All right, it's a tight game right now with the Stoop crew only behind by 1 point, even though 100 points, even though they haven't answered a single question correctly. All right, let's go. Who answered that correctly? Tony.
Let's go with World Cup 94 for 100, Alex.
All right, Mr. Tom.
Am I allowed
wake
to
up.
answer these?
Setting a new world record, what was the average attendance at World Cup 94?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom with question marks.
Is it 70,000?
It is not. That is too much.
Ding, ding.
Yes, Lonnie.
I say 60,000.
No, that is too little. Ding, ding, ding. Jimmy Bremer's Ghost gets it correct with 69,000. He remembers.
Does.
All right. So I guess I will choose for the Stoop crew in the house. We're going to do Seaman Reply. Remember, this is an anagram of a player's name.
Excuse me.
Sipped Mayhem. He will be playing in a couple of days, I believe. Sipped Mayhem.
Oh,
move the letters around, and it will spell a name. I think we used to use these anagrams as bio breaks.
Can we have a clue, Lolo? Or do you not know the answer?
Oh, I know the answer.
Okay.
The first name is a name of a city in the United States.
First name. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tom.
Ipid Mayhems.
I
added the S to the end of Mayhem.
Ipid is definitely not a city in the United States.
Yeah, but it might be. You never been to Ipid, Mississippi?
And the city is not Nashville. Nope. Paris Hilton. Nope. Swamp.
Ding,
DC,
ding,
nope.
ding. Memphis. What the hell's his last name?
Memphis
Memphis
Supply.
Supply.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, team. I'm going to give that to the Stoop crew because that was John, the guy who does not watch football, who got that before you guys.
Since that took so long, let's go for World Cup for 400 for Mr. Tom.
Who surprisingly beat Germany in the quarterfinals and eventually finished 4th.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tom.
It was Bulgaria.
It was, and I have no clue how you know that.
Because that was the first football match I watched, because I had the shits that day. Genuinely true. I had the shits, so I couldn't move off the sofa. So I had to watch Germany versus Bulgaria.
So you crapped on your sofa all day?
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy and Anders also got it correct, just a little bit late, so I'll sneak a point in there for you guys. That's how we do this. All right, Mr. Tom.
Can I have Do You Know Europe for 400, please?
You can. Which language is the most commonly spoken first language in Europe?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tom?
I'm going to say French.
You were going to say French?
Yeah, I am going to say French.
You are going to say French, and you are going to be wrong.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
Ding,
I'll be upset
ding,
if it turns
ding.
out it's English.
Rob says Spanish.
Ding,
You
ding.
are
Ding, ding,
also
ding.
wrong.
Ding, ding,
Swedish,
ding.
Russian. Sorry,
Ding, ding.
everybody. Mo Master got it correct with German.
Yeah.
Stoop Crew gets 400 points. All right. Stoop Crew in the lead, 800 to 600. All right. I will choose the next one. And guys, it's going to be another anagram. We got to get these. All right. Come on.
Okay.
I know you can do this. For 200 points, who is a grandpa oven?
Can we have a clue?
Yes, you can have a clue. He plays alongside
Is there
Alioski.
Is there a Drago?
He is currently 40 years old.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tom.
That old fella from Macedonia, is it Pavlov? No, fuck it. I've got it wrong, but fuck it. Just give me the points, please.
Oh, well, considering all you added was the old guy, because I basically gave you the country. Sure. Goran Pandev.
That's what I meant to say. Goran
Pandev.
Yeah.
Yep. Good old Goran Grandpa Oven. And he's old, get it? Grandpa. Yeah, okay. Good.
Oh, God.
All right, Mr. Tom.
The moral of the story is, if you don't ask for the points, you definitely have no chance of getting the points.
Correct. Bonus points for Tom.
Thank you. Can I have national team nicknames for 300, please?
You can. The Fiery Ones. Wow. You guys know your shit. All right. Get ready for a clue. They will be playing Mañana.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I heard Tony first.
What is Serbia?
No, Lonnie.
What is Holland?
No, they are also not playing tomorrow.
Ding, ding, ding.
Diego Simeone. Mo Master, I think you jumped in late here, but I like that answer for 200 points. There you go. I'll give you that one. Italy is not correct, but guys, there are only like 4 teams playing tomorrow, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tony.
What is Slovenia?
No.
We're talking about Sunday, right?
Lonnie.
Hungary?
No. Tomorrow, as in like 12 hours from now.
Oh, okay. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tony.
What is Albania?
No.
Ding, 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 Croatia.
Oh my God. Yes, Ricky finally on the board there.
Wow.
Taking your team in the lead 1,200 to 1,000. You guys chose every other.
Hey, Anders is here.
Anders, good to see you. All right, Ricky. Ricky, play me something. Ricky.
Let's go to 200 national team nicknames.
All right. The locomotive.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tom.
Is it? Oh, I was going to say Russia, but it's not, is it? Fuck it.
I like how you're trying to cheat me into telling you if you're correct or not. So I'm sorry, but you lose 100 points for that. It's an even tighter game now. Rob, it is not Germany. Mo Master, I'm going to give you another 100 points for Mbappe. Once again, I don't think you know how this game is going, but
Ding, ding, ding. 1921.
No. Rush. Yeah, Lonnie.
Okay.
No.
Ding,
Jimmy,
ding, ding.
Chattanooga Choo Choo. All right, 100 points for that one as well.
Ding, ding, ding. Bulgaria?
Yes. No. This is great. I just like all your answers. Let me see when they're going to be playing. If that will help you.
Albania.
You are not correct on that one.
All right.
Let me see if they're even playing, if they're even in the fucking competition.
Georgia?
Nope. Oh, we got rid of that.
Ding, 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 Slovakia.
Ooh, no.
Ding,
But
ding.
it depends
Sounds
how
like
far
Slovakia.
back you go.
Ding, ding, ding. Czech Republic.
There you go, Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Are they in the competition?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh, yeah. They're with Portugal and Georgia.
Suchek, yeah. Tomasz.
Yes, Suchek. Go on, Suchek.
All right. Kylie Minogue. And the fact that Jimmy and John both said Kylie Minogue means 200 points. And it is a tie game, fellas. This is unbelievable. It never happens on the Stoop. Tom can attest.
Yeah, it never goes to last question, regardless of what happens.
But Rob Colton, ding, ding, ding. Tomasz, the tank engine. I'll give you 100 points and Stoop Crew take the lead. Sorry, Ricky, if you didn't understand. As long as you make me laugh, you get points. The answers aren't that important. All right, guys.
Mr. Ricky, Mr. Alonso, the scoring system is, I'll politely describe it as ropey as fuck.
It seems like that.
Correct. Which should give you hope if you're not good at any of these. Just
I preferred it to have given me 100 points.
You're bagging. You're bagging. They were coming, but now you lost 2. Sorry, Tom.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Do you know your 300?
All right. You know Europe. Which European country's flag has the most different colors on it?
Ding, ding, ding.
Tom.
Azerbaijan.
Ooh, that is a country.
Not the right country, though, is it?
Thank you, Rob. Rob, bonus points for Rob for the best comment of the night. There you go. Now I remember
Belarus?
why I like doing trivia so much. I'm just fishing for compliments all night to give out worthless points. Anyway, we're doing very well here. Yes, Lonnie.
Armenia?
Mm-mm.
Ding, 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 Belarus?
No. And for some reason, they have already been an answer on one of this quiz's questions.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Tom.
It's Croatia.
It is Croatia. Good job, Tom. You brought your team within
that little
striking
emblem on the flag
distance.
had lots of shit on it. Can I? You know what? I hate asking for my own questions, but can I have a World Cup for 300, please?
Yes, you can. All right. Which Colombian defender was tragically murdered in Medellin 10 days after he scored an own goal versus USA?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Tom.
Andreas Escobar.
You are correct.
Nice.
Or this is wrong. I think you said Andreas.
Yeah, probably.
It's all right. I'll give you the points.
I mean,
don't
it's
know who's
Colombian,
right.
so it's going to be an Escobar.
Ooh, we got everybody else getting it right as well. Sorry, guys, I can't give you the points. That would be cheating. It's too tight of a game, and I am nothing if not ethical and moral with these points. So, Tom, your choice.
You know what? Let's go with the anagram for 400, please.
You have to say it.
Seaman reply. Seaman
There you
reply.
go.
Player names 400, please.
All right, you guys tell me who is the limbic roomie.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hold on. Let's give Tony a second. Because I
thought
think
it
you
was
know
like
it,
Remy. No, but it's not like Remy.
Ding, ding, ding.
I know you know it, Tom.
Ding, 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 ding,
Let's
ding.
give him a little limbic roomie, all right? That's what we call it on the night where we come home when everybody's struck out. You're like, hey, you guys down for a limbic roomie? All right, Tom, tell us who it is.
Is it Luka Modric?
How the fuck could that be Luka Modric?
I don't know.
There's no U. It's the second word. The
I'm
second
blind,
letter.
Lolo.
I thought you knew this. That's why I didn't. And I was giving it to Tony because he's wearing an Italy shirt. I don't think he's in your squad.
Wait, there's a U in Luka Modric.
Yeah. I don't think he's in your squad this year, but this is the 2020 Euros trivia. And he was one of your main guys. Del Piero, Alessandro Del Piero.
There's no
There are none of those words in there are none of those letters in there. This is an anagram, Mo Master. You have to change the letters around to create somebody's name.
Oh, fucking hell.
Come on, Ricky.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Ciro Immobile.
Correct.
That should have been the clue to me that it was going to be in Italian.
Well, yeah, that's why I said let's let Tony have a go.
Yeah.
Anders with a big 200 points. All right. No.
The secret to this game is that everything within the game doesn't matter until the last question.
Do you know Europe for 100?
All right. Which of these countries does not have a monarchy? Belgium, Finland, Norway.
Ding, ding, ding.
Who said that? Tom?
Tom. Well, Jimmy's got it. It's Finland.
Oh, nice for 100 points. Oh, only 100 points. Well done. Mo Master with USA. You are technically correct. But that was not one of the options. All right, we will go with World Cup 94. Diego Maradona left the tournament early. Why was that?
Ding, ding, ding.
Tom?
He failed a random drug test.
You are correct. You are correct for 200 points.
That drug test was about as random as my arsehole.
But Mo Master, I'm going to give you 100 points for saying he was hungry. Very good. And then Bremer's Ghost with the big 200 with he ran out of cocaine. John Love, there you go. You get 100. There you go. Somehow, let's take a peek at the scores before we get to the last question. Somehow, we are tie game. This never happens. Tom, this never happens.
Shocking. No, it's never happened before in my life.
Never happened. And never with so few questions. All right, guys, this will be the last question of the evening. Whoever gets it wins it and takes home the coveted prize of the here we go. Leather bag. It's all he's fucking good for. So, if you don't understand this, Mo Master, these letters, if you rearrange them, will make a person's name, and that name is a name of a player who was playing in Euros 2020. This guy currently is not playing in Euros 2024 because his country didn't make it, and because he's an old fucker.
I think Jimmy's got it.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Ding,
All
ding,
right,
ding,
we've got who
ding,
did
ding,
Jimmy
ding.
get it? Harry
Ding,
Maguire. Nope.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding,
Kunta
ding.
Kinte. No. P Diddy is good for
Ding,
100
ding, ding.
points.
Ding, ding, ding. Gareth Bale.
Tony.
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale, you are correct.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
Do we get the graphic that comes up for the winning team?
I'm sure we have music here somewhere. Here.
Noise suspiciously sounds like the Mr. Tom question of the week jingle.
I was going to say, I just scrolled down and I saw Mr. Tom's question of the week, so I clicked it. I've never seen that in my life. Very well done, guys. You nailed all those questions as best as we could. So, guys, thank you all for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have had fun. I have.
It's been emotional.
Nice to see you guys again.
It has been.
Superb.
All right. Well, we've got a shit ton of Euros ahead of us, and we have the Copa America coming up. So we're going to be very busy for the next few weeks, bringing you guys a lot of content and being here every Friday night for happy hour. So, and I will be going to Spain in a couple weeks, so we'll be back to those either whisper sessions or Lolo out at a bar at 2 a.m. in Spain trying to talk football. So if you guys had a lot of fun and you want to talk to us a little bit backstage during the after party, go ahead and click on that link right there and it'll bring it to you. Other than that, I hope all your teams lose tomorrow and the next days except for mine. And from me and Director John, thank you guys so much for joining us. Lonnie, Tom, Tony, Ricky, anything you guys got to say?
Don't include me in that. I'm not thanking them.
Oh, fuck off. From John, fuck off. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next week. All right.
Thanks so much, guys.
You guys.
Yeah.